You think you're fine. You think what you're feeling right now is normal. But here's the truth most people don't realize until it's too late. The real hurt doesn't happen in the moment. It comes later, when the noise quiets down, when the distractions fade, and when the weight you've been ignoring finally lands. That's when it hits. And it hits harder than you ever expected. We all do this. We get good at pretending everything is okay. We tell ourselves, I'm fine. We bury the pain, distract ourselves, stay busy, smile for the world, and keep moving. But the pain doesn't disappear just because you decided to ignore it. It waits. It grows. And when the mask finally cracks, it doesn't just hurt, it shatters everything you've built around that lie. Let's be honest. You've felt this before. That moment when something you thought you had moved on from suddenly hits you out of nowhere. A quiet night, a random memory, a song, and suddenly, everything you buried is louder than ever. That's not weakness. That's delayed pain finally demanding to be felt. You think you're fine, but the real hurt comes later. Here's why. First, ignoring pain doesn't erase it. It just delays it. Think about it like a crack in a wall. It starts small, barely noticeable. You walk past it every day, pretending it's nothing. But over time, it spreads. It deepens. It weakens the foundation. And one day, the whole wall crumbles, not because of one big blow, but because of everything you ignored. That's exactly how emotional pain works. You keep saying, I'll deal with it later. But later always turns into too late. You don't escape the hurt by pretending it isn't real. You just make sure it hits you when you least expect it. Second, pretending to be okay becomes a habit. At first, it's just one moment, one lie, one smile. Then it becomes your default setting. You smile when you're tired. You laugh when you want to cry. You say, I'm fine, when your soul is screaming for help. And slowly, you forget how to actually feel. Numbness becomes your normal. And numbness is dangerous because it makes you believe you're okay. Until one day, something tiny happens, and all that pain comes crashing down at once. This is why so many people break down over the smallest things. Not because the small thing hurt that much, but because it was the last drop in a cup they'd been filling for years. Third, unprocessed pain steals your future. Every wound you ignore becomes a chain around your potential. You can't run freely into your future if your past is still gripping your ankles. That pain doesn't just stay in one place. It shows up in how you trust people, how you love, how you chase dreams, how you see yourself. You may not realize it, but the pain you're ignoring today is quietly shaping the person you're becoming. It builds walls where you should be building bridges. It plants doubt where you should be planting hope. It makes you settle for less because facing the truth feels too heavy. Fourth, pain always collects interest. The longer you avoid it, the heavier it gets. And when it finally shows up, it doesn't knock politely. It kicks the door down. Think of the times you've held everything in, for weeks, months, even years. And then suddenly, one moment, everything bursts out like a storm. That's not sudden. That's the pain you stored away finally asking to be paid. But here's the thing, pain doesn't come to destroy you. It comes to warn you. It comes to tell you something isn't right, something needs to be faced, something needs to change. You can either face it now when it whispers, or be crushed by it later when it roars. The real strength isn't in saying, I'm fine. It's in admitting, I'm not okay right now. It's in sitting with the discomfort instead of running from it. It's in facing the storm when it's still a drizzle, not when it's already a flood. So if you're carrying something heavy and pretending you're fine, stop lying to yourself. Feel it, face it, heal it, because pain ignored becomes pain amplified. And the longer you wait, the harder it hits. The pain you face today becomes the strength you'll stand on tomorrow. The pain you ignore today becomes the regret that breaks you later. You get to choose which one it'll be. So here's my question to you. What pain have you been pretending isn't there? What truth have you been covering with a fake smile? And how long will you keep telling yourself, I'm fine, when deep down, you're not? Take a moment. Be honest with yourself. Because pretending won't protect you. But facing the truth might just set you free. If this message hit something inside you, don't just scroll away. Pause, breathe, reflect, drop a comment about what you're choosing to face today. And if this video spoke to you, like, share, and subscribe for more messages like this. Because your pain doesn't have to control your story. Not if you choose to face it now. Not if you choose courage over comfort. Not if you decide today to stop pretending and start healing. You think you're fine. You wake up, scroll through your phone, go through your routine, laugh with people, and convince yourself everything is okay. But deep down, when the noise fades and it's just you and your thoughts, you feel it. That quiet, heavy weight you can't quite explain. The truth is, the pain isn't gone. It's just hiding behind your distractions. And the scariest part? You've gotten used to it being there. The real hurt doesn't hit in the chaos. It hits in the silence. When there's no one to entertain you, no noise to cover it up. When you're lying in bed at 2 a.m. and that feeling creeps back in like a shadow you thought you outran. That's the pain you've been ignoring. And it's patient. It waits. You might think, I've moved on. I'm fine. But pain doesn't leave because you said it should. It leaves when you face it, process it, and grow through it. And until then, it's like a crack in a wall, slowly spreading, slowly weakening everything around it. First, ignoring pain doesn't make you strong. It makes you numb. And numbness is dangerous because it tricks you into thinking you're okay. You stop feeling deeply. You stop being fully alive. You wear your, I'm fine, like armor, but inside, you're bleeding quietly. You see, the strongest people aren't the ones who smile through their pain. They're the ones who face it, even when it terrifies them. Because facing pain isn't weakness, it's courage in its rawest form. Second, pretending to be fine builds a prison around your soul. You stop letting people in. You stop talking about how you really feel. You build walls so high, even you can't climb out of them anymore. You start living on autopilot. Wake up, distract, sleep, repeat, and that becomes your new normal. But here's the problem. Pain doesn't disappear behind those walls. It grows in the dark. It festers. And one day, when the wall cracks, it doesn't just leak out. It floods everything. Third, ignoring pain doesn't protect your future. It steals it. The hurt you refuse to deal with today becomes the chain you drag tomorrow. You carry it into your relationships, into your dreams, into the way you see yourself. It shapes your trust, your hope, your confidence, everything. You might not notice it now, but years later, when opportunities slip away, when people drift, when dreams feel unreachable, you'll look back and realize, it wasn't bad luck. It was the pain you never faced. Fourth, pain grows interest. The longer you run, the louder it gets. The more you bury it, the heavier it becomes. What started as a whisper becomes a roar. And when it hits, it doesn't ask for permission. It breaks everything at once. That's why people break down over the smallest things. It's not the small thing that hurts. It's everything that came before it. All the ignored moments, all the swallowed pain, all the fake smiles, crashing down in a single breath. But here's something you need to hear. Pain isn't your enemy. It's your signal. It's your body and soul saying, something is not okay. You need to face this. Pain doesn't come to destroy you. It comes to wake you up. You can either face it when it whispers, or let it crush you when it roars. Listen, you deserve more than pretending you're fine. You deserve a life where you don't have to wear a mask. You deserve peace, real peace, not the fake kind that lives under piles of distractions. But that peace comes with a price. You have to face what hurts. You have to sit with it, feel it, process it, heal it, and know it won't be easy, but it will be real. Because the pain you face today becomes the strength you'll stand on tomorrow. And the pain you ignore today becomes the regret that breaks you later. So stop lying to yourself. Stop pretending you're fine when you're not. Stop numbing what's meant to be healed. Stand in it, let it hurt, let it teach you, and then, let it go. Because one day, when you finally stop running, you'll realize, the pain wasn't there to break you. It was there to build you. If this hit something inside you, don't just scroll away. Take a breath. Sit with it. Ask yourself, what pain have I been pretending isn't real? What truth am I still hiding behind? I'm fine. Drop it in the comments if you're ready to face it. And if this message spoke to you, like the video, share it with someone who needs this reminder, and subscribe for more. Because your pain doesn't define your story. Your courage does. And the moment you choose to face it, really face it, that's the moment everything begins to change.